What's your opinion on kettle cooked chips? Here's the thing. Anyone else, I would assume that they meant kettle cooked chips. But Origin is very specific in their verbiage. So I've never heard of a kettle cooked ship personally. Shipley. No, I messed up. It's a typo. Okay. Apology accepted. I do like kettle cooked chips. For example, in Canada and also parts of the United States and also Norway, they have Miss Vickys. Goated chip. However, as I know I've said it before, Librarian, I don't know if you're here, here's one for the kettle cooked chips compilation. Deception made me hate foods as a kid. Frick parsnips trying to be chips. What are you talking about? That made you hate food as a kid? Your ass wasn't eating parsnips to begin with. Don't blame the people making parsnip chips. Your ass, if your ass would just eat a parsnip, then they wouldn't have to make parsnip chips to try to trick you. But you're like, oh, it's not a potato, it's not a carrot, it's not corn, I don't think I'll like it. So they made it into a damn chip for you. It's not their fault. I prefer Jay's barbecue. I gotta say, Lay's barbecue, it's a solid chip. Barbecue, very rarely my flavor of choice, but I'll never turn down a Lay's barbecue at a party, that's for sure. I don't want to go off on a rant here, but does anybody else think that the rise of popularity of kettle-cooked chips has been a disaster for flavors worldwide? What do you mean by this insane sentence? Well, listen, I love a Miss Vickys potato chip. I think that Miss Vickys is up there in terms of like the best potato chips on the market, and those are kettle-cooked. Hard Bite, Kettle brands, and other various kettle-cooked chips can't hold a candle to Miss Vickys. And yet somehow, like as an adult, if you're hosting a party or something like that, if you don't get kettle-cooked chips, everybody looks at you like you're like a lesser human being. If you got like sour cream and onion Ruffles or Lay's or something like that, people would be like, what's wrong with you? If you show up with kettle-cooked, oh, it's like diarrhea flavor, people are like, ooh, oh, and you know what's fucked up about it is that the kettle-cooked chips as well, people are, they're getting way too crazy with the flavors in that they're neutralizing all of the flavors. They came out with salt and vinegar, dill pickle, jalapeno, etc., etc. Now they're coming out with ones that are like truffle oil. Some of them are like, which basically you might as well just call them nothing. Oh, an oil flavored potato chip. You mean every potato chip ever made? Like they're not even trying anymore. They're just frying potatoes. Bring me back the days you'd show up at your friend's house and he'd be like, check it out. It's fucking rip your face off extreme cheddar Dorito Lays. It's a 3-dimensional Dorito. Potato chips are not like a classy food. We gotta stop bouging up the potato chips. And we gotta embrace flavor again. That could be a great marketing campaign. We're embracing flavor again. Lay's has the potential to do the funniest thing of all time. Call me when they make a new recipe for Lay's barbecue chips that tastes even more barbecuier. Something that actually has an impact on my life. Ew? What are you talking about? It's not my favorite chip, but Lay's barbecue is pretty good. I would never turn down a Lay's barbecue. Sorry, for the English viewers, because we're still early in the morning here on the West Coast, the Walker's barbecue, or as they call it in England, Walker's American Festival flavored. I have a controversial take. I don't think that Lay's Original are bad chips, but with all of the other flavors available, I would never willfully choose them. I think that Lay's Original should be deprecated and barbecue should be renamed to Original. I think we should treat barbecue as the new base. This is the most -2s I've ever gotten. I think that Miss Vickys is very good. I think that the Kettle cooked, the brand called Kettle, I think they're overrated. When they started popping off here in like the early 2010s, I would get them now and then, and I would always be like, when I was eating them, I would get attracted by the artisan flavors, pepperoncini, honey Dijon, stuff like that. Oh, there's not just salt and vinegar. It's sea salt. That salt came from the ocean. And then after like, you know, a normal adult man serving, aka 80% of an entire family-sized bag, I would be like, I think these are a little too greasy. But Miss Vickys, they've got like, I don't know if it's a little less oily or something, but they hold up better for like, you know, eating your feelings away. I'm a noted Miss Vickys enjoyer.
14 feet to the cup.
But I also feel like I like the crunch of a kettle cooked, but I also like the crisp of a normal potato chip. If I'm buying potato chips from the grocery store, it's basically 50-50 whether I'm going crispy or crunchy, but I like them both. Just make the cut, man. I must have had a shit bag of Miss Vickys. I feel like Miss Vickys are, if you were to poll Canadians on beloved brands, Miss Vickys would end up in the upper quintile. I think they're in the top 25% most beloved brands within Canada. They might even be a lot higher, I don't know. But like, what did you, because original, it's not a chip where you buy originals. You get the original flavor of Miss Vickys is sea salt and malt vinegar, turquoise bag. The number 2 flavor, jalapeno, light green bag. I tried jalapeno, was not a fan. Okay, you're insane. You should go to the mental hospital. Sorry. You're wrong, and I'm threatened by the difference between your opinion and mine. You're crazy. You've lost it. The spicy dill pickle go hard? They do. I had some this very week. They do indeed go hard. It's also an excellent sandwich chip. I'm very pro sandwich chips, and I couldn't agree more, quite frankly. We love our Miss Vicky. Miss Vickys, Miss Chibley, and Miss Vicky, the chip, the matriarch of the chip family. I think Miss Vickys is well respected within Canada.